Hi everybody, my name is Ray Wolford. I'm from Lewisham People Before Profit. The libraries is just really a front really. I mean, education is not about a building. This building is not just education. For a lot of people, they don't have the internet. They don't have access to education, to books. The local schools use this space. Kids that are in overcrowded accommodation because we're not building more affordable homes come here to do their homework because they've got no place to study. Elderly people come here because it's warm. They're living in homes that don't have adequate ventilation or heating. It's really, really important. These libraries, the library costs £108,000 a year to run it. Lewisham's Labour Council spends £6.5 million a year on consultants' fees. So if we just stop the consultancy fees, all of these libraries could survive, and all the staff that run these libraries would survive. They want to get volunteers to these libraries. These libraries, the librarians are highly trained. They help people that have learning difficulties. They help people that can't read and write. This is a really deprived part of the UK where we have thousands of people who cannot read, who cannot write, and they rely on the books in this library to have a better future and a better opportunity that they rob. They've closed our libraries, they've closed the job centre. We're under cuts at every level. The only thing that the people have in this area is this library and the opportunity that the books give them to actually get a better life. So join as well the Carnival Against the Cuts on the 19th. It's really important. This is the first type in the UK. Across Lewisham, 100 demonstrations are happening on one day. Every youth provision, open doors, connections are going to see demonstrations. Every library will see a demonstration on 19th of February. Every youth provision facing cut or closure will be there. Goldsmith students will be taking part. Every union will be sorting this campaign. And across the UK, people are looking to see what we're doing in Lewisham as a community, standing up there. We do not want these cuts. £17 billion a year is avoided in corporation tax, and where companies offshore avoid paying tax. We're told about VAT at the moment, VAT 2% interest. What they're not telling people is that on top of that you've got 10% rise in the cost of gas and electricity bill. If you're poor, if you're unemployed, if you're disabled, if you're a pensioner, you're at home, you need those utility bills. That 2.5% is really a 12.5% increase in your cost. But your pension isn't going up, your pensions and benefits aren't going up, your job opportunities aren't there anymore. So it's really important that we actually challenge what's going on. It's a condemned government, but if we had Labour, we would have exactly the same. The cuts are no different. But we've got to challenge the belief and challenge what we're told that cuts are the only answer. We can do cuts. We can cut the consultants' fees. We can cut the obscene amount of money that our chief executive in Lewisham gets, £240,000 a year. The average salary in Lewisham is £24,000. So how can that be right that our chief executive gets £250,000 a year, plus the pension, plus all the perks, plus all the hangers-on cabinet? In most local councils in London, we have a mayor, but they're elected by other councillors. In Lewisham, we have a mayor that has a cabinet who get paid obscene amounts of money. Even our local councillors that we only see at election time get £9,000 a year allowance. It used to be in the old days, councillors were paid money to attend community services and to attend council meetings. Then they got their expenses. Now it's a gravy train. And we, the working class and the poor people in this country, are actually paying for the crimes of the rich. And nobody is being prosecuted for this. Nobody's in jail. Nobody's facing prison centres for the complete meltdown of what we're going through at the moment. And remember, Labour, whatever Labour say, they were in charge of the financial sector. They failed to regulate the market. And so this library is just the start of what's going on across the whole country. We've all got to come together as communities and say no to these cuts. There is an alternative. And go online, check all the websites, read up what's going on. Join LACA, join the Lewisham Alliance Against the Cuts. Join the Right to Work group, join Lewisham People Before Profit, join your local community organisations and come together as a community. In Egypt this week, we've seen what's happening on the streets, people in Egypt coming together as one people because they're not happy about what's happening at national level. We're at local or national level. We're the people in this country, we have a democracy. Let's do something about it. Let's save this library, let's stop these cuts. Thank you.